Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Manali Kulkarni, nutritionist at Endo Clinic Pune. Welcome you all to the journey of life-changing thoughts about diabetes. Do you ever wonder, apart from increased blood sugar, what exactly diabetes is? When you or your close ones detected with diabetes, what are the questions that come to our mind at first? What is basic understanding about diabetes? What is diabetes reversal? What are the different types of diet which help us to reverse the diabetes? What recent research says about diabetes? How does medication work on our body? Is it safe to take it for a prolonged time? Can diabetes be reversed? Can we have a cure for diabetes? And we can live a normal, healthy life we are living previously. For that, we have Dr. Anjali Bhatt. She is a founder and consultant diabetologist and endocrinologist at Endo Clinic Pune.
What we commonly know about diabetes is that diabetes means high blood glucose, and this high blood glucose damages your heart, kidney, peripheral nerves as well as foot, and very importantly the retina of your eye. Now this is 100% truth, but as the understanding of our human metabolism as well as changing of times from very severe or hard physical activity in the past and sedentary lifestyles which are now, our understanding about metabolism and the diseases attached to metabolism like diabetes is improving. We know now that apart from reducing the blood glucose, newer and newer ways of improving how your body metabolizes food can also be changed. The advances in medications to reduce blood glucose have done wonders in last century by improving the quality of life and the longevity in patients with diabetes. But it's time to move ahead one step and understand the basic metabolic abnormalities behind diabetes and to see what we can do to improve them. So from that perspective, if you try to look at diabetes would mean abnormality mainly in metabolization of carbohydrate but also other fuels like fat. So these are two important abnormalities that are found in patients with diabetes. Now, carbohydrate metabolism in the body is based on a very important hormone which we commonly know as insulin. So in patients with diabetes, insulin is either deficient or relatively deficient compared to what we need, or this insulin is not working properly, what we commonly know as insulin resistance. And combination of this is also found in many of the patients with diabetes. So obviously when the combination of deficiency of insulin and insulin resistance increases the blood glucose, this increased glucose in the blood damages different organs of the body. With medication, we either try to increase the insulin secretion or we try to improve the insulin resistance, or now newer medications are going beyond the insulin axis in the body and are also modifying the way our body reacts to abnormalities in the carbohydrate metabolism. For example, now we know that apart from the axis of insulin, there are defects in the excretion of glucose through kidneys. There are defects in the brain which senses satiety and hunger. There are problems in the secretion of certain hormones from your stomach and intestine which also contribute to the abnormalities in these metabolisms. So we have now medications which act upon these organs also. For example, we have medications which excrete more glucose from the kidney. We have medications which improve the signals in the brain of satiety and hunger. There are medications which improve the hormonal response of your stomach and intestine to the food that you are eating. So basic understanding about diabetes is improving, and so are the medications that are utilized for management of diabetes are getting advanced. Thank you, Manali, for your interest in understanding what is the basic of diabetes. We all commonly know that diabetes means high glucose levels in the blood, and definitely this is bad because excess glucose levels in the blood damage our kidneys, heart, nerves and retina of our eye. But high glucose level in the blood is the outcome of a pathophysiology that goes on in the body which is related to metabolism of mainly carbohydrate or other fuels like fat. So diabetes, even though we identify it as high blood glucose level, there are certain processes that are happening before the glucose goes high in the body. And I think to understand the basics, it is important that we understand how normal metabolism occurs and what can be the abnormalities in these metabolisms. So metabolism practically means what body does to the food that we eat. The three major components of energy providing food we know are carbohydrate, protein and fat. And the diabetes is mainly related to abnormalities in metabolism of carbohydrate, but also some extent to the fat. So when it comes to understanding the metabolism, what we need to understand is even though the process of metabolism is similar in all human beings, certain individuals have different capacity to metabolize the food. So what we can say is that patients who have tendency to develop diabetes have reduced capacity to metabolize carbohydrate. This might mean either relative deficiency of insulin secretion or impaired function of insulin, which we commonly call as insulin resistance. Now, somebody who is born with inherent abnormality of carbohydrate metabolism, that is reduced insulin secretion and increased insulin resistance. On top of that, if our eating habit is wrong, then there is a very strong mismatch between how much carbohydrate a body can metabolize versus how much carbohydrate we are consuming. And that is why when we try to treat diabetes, we try to understand how we can improve the metabolic capacity of carbohydrate and to make sure that we provide enough carbohydrate that match to a person's metabolic capacity to metabolize carbohydrate.
Thank you so much, ma'am, to enlightening us upon what is a diabetes. And now it has built our excitement more to know more about what is diabetes reversal. Thank you everyone for joining us. See you in the next video.